Welcome to the MCU. That is Nerd Culture Undisputed. I am Nick, your host, and today we are going to be talking about Black Widow. If you have not seen Black Widow, please scroll ahead as there will be spoilers. Let's nerd out. Okay, guys, today we are here with Scott.
Hello.
And Kyle.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yes.
Hey.
Yep. So we're going to bring them back because this is our second episode. So we're bringing them both back. We will have a rotating personnel here.
Yes.
You know, we'll have a lot of different people today come in, or not today, just moving forward on every episode. But, these two are going to be our main two.
Yep.
But we will have, Brian. We will have a couple other people that are going to come in. Do what?
It's going to get ugly.
It's going to get ugly. I mean, Scott's here. We dumbed it down.
Yay.
So today we're going to talk about Black Widow. Black Widow, amazing movie. We all loved it. Kind of fell flat a little bit, but it was a good movie. 5 years too late.
Absolutely.
No, I want to know y'all's overall. Just a quick review of what you guys thought. Scott, what you think?
Overall, good movie. I mean, it did, of course, Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson's character, justice. Like you said, I think it was 5 years too late.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody.
No, it's not.
It's 5 years too late.
Very late. Because, where do you go from here now?
I mean, you were watching it as me and Kyle were in the studio doing some stuff, and we heard you in the living room cackling your ass off.
Dude, so, you had good comedy, 100%. Yeah. But where do you go from there? It's like, you go into the movie knowing she's dead.
Right.
So it's like, how do you... it's hard to get excited on, okay, where does this go?
See, and I felt that it took them too long to get into it. Like, you were 40 minutes into the movie, and you had no idea what the movie was even going to be about.
Oh, no.
You had no clue. The storyline took so long. What about you, Kyle? What do you think?
Well, on that point, we did not need any kind of. I did appreciate the backstory a little bit because it gave us a little bit of story on David Harbour's character, the Red Guardian. It gave us that first look that, oh my God, this dude is a super soldier. It gave us a look at their family life at Natasha and Yelena's relationship as kids.
Were you surprised that he didn't rip that suit?
Very. Still fits.
It still fits.
Yeah.
Because my man was jacked in the beginning, and then he looked a little bit more like me later on in the movie. I actually I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. It's definitely 5 to 6 years too late. We talked about this before the show today that we all think it should have come out in between Civil War and Infinity War. That was like, that's where the story takes place.
Right.
Why the hell didn't we put it out in that year in between? Because there were definitely titles in between.
Oh yeah.
Those movies.
Oh yeah.
We did shit in between Infinity War and Endgame. We could have done stuff between Civil War and Infinity War.
Do you feel that they didn't produce it because they just had too much going on? Because it was, there was a lot that they were preparing for, and then there's this lull that we're kind of in right now where they're producing shows, couple of movies here and there. They don't have really the big ones until the end of the year. This one, I don't even think it did very well in box office, which that kind of leads me into the next question is, how do you guys feel about the lawsuit that's being placed on Disney by Scarlett Johansson over the Disney Plus saga, which I did order it on. So, I'm sorry, Scarlett.
So full disclosure.
If you want to call me out, that's fine.
So
I'll put my phone number in the comments.
Yeah. Full disclosure. When this news first broke, I was on the side of Disney because you automatically go to the side of against the actor when you're an average Joe like us. You automatically go.
It's fair.
Screw her.
Right. Yeah,
they gave her everything.
Yeah, you're getting millions. Shut up.
Millions. Shut up.
But when you read the details of this lawsuit and they broke the contract by basically, if I read everything correctly, they should have waited 2 weeks after the release in theaters to put it on Disney Plus, not on the day of. And now Emma Stone has a very similar gripe at Disney, and she might join this lawsuit because of the same situation with Cruella. Like they brought these out on the same exact day.
Same thing with Jungle Cruise, right? Or
Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise is another one on
Jungle
there.
Cruise
Yeah.
as well right now. So we'll see what happens, what comes out of that. But so at first I was like, oh come on, Scarlett, don't be sour after all this time. But now you've got Kevin Feige jumping on her side. You've got Emma Stone jumping on her side, and it kind of makes you look at like, okay, well, Disney needs to maybe put in their place a little bit.
Do you feel like this is gonna make it a little harder for her to come back into another movie? Which I believe all fans love Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially in that role, any role that she could get on in the MCU is going to be
Absolutely.
amazing. Hopefully she doesn't go to DC. But so, I mean, do you think that would? Do you think Disney will cut ties with her completely if this goes through or doesn't or whatever happens?
I've never seen a lawsuit end well.
I would say I don't.
Good point.
Yeah, never.
I mean, it doesn't. My parents, when they got divorced, didn't end up hugging it out in the courtroom.
Fair.
So
That's a good point.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure this is a. Yeah, so this is just gonna become a therapy session.
therapy session. All right.
Scott, I'm going to need you to move. He's going to have to.
Yeah,
lay
I
down.
know. I'm sorry. Let you lay
yeah.
down here.
I
Somebody help.
don't have a degree, but
Right.
I'll talk it out with you.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm just gonna lay down, gripe, and just sit here and go. God, Disney ruined Star Wars.
We ain't even gonna go into that.
yeah.
Woo. I don't think it's gonna end well. Regardless, I don't. To me, Scarlett taking that lawsuit out against Disney, that's cutting ties right there. To me, because if she wins, they're gonna be, they're gonna be mad.
upset,
They're gonna cut
right.
ties. If
She loses.
she loses,
She's not going to want to come
she's
back.
not gonna want to come
Yeah.
back. Now, do I think she is 100% right in her, wanting to sue them? 100%. You lose a lot more money when you just immediately go, oh, here, watch it at your house, versus, go out and watch it in theaters.
Right.
Do I think it's the smartest thing to try to take on the powerhouse of Disney, who owns,
luck.
everything? Yeah, good luck.
See,
Very
I
much
think
good luck.
they should change their contracts moving forward.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm in a business where we have contracts, we sell things, and the contracts change anytime we have a lawsuit. So
Absolutely.
you have to change that. So of course, I don't believe that what Disney Plus is doing is ever going to go away. They're doing it with HBO Max. They're doing it with all these other streaming
Oh,
services.
streaming's taking over the world.
Right. So, but that has to be a part of their contract that you get that percent. Because when I bought it on Disney Plus, it was kind of the same amount of money that I would have bought it in the theaters. Why is she not compensated based on those ticket sales?
Right.
Because that's what the actors and actresses make the money off of the ticket sales,
Ticket
where the
sales.
theaters don't.
Right.
So it doesn't really. I mean, honestly,
So, like to capitalize on that though, where you got it, how much is Disney Plus premium? I saw it in theaters, full, like honestly.
It was $30, I think.
so
for
it's
Disney
$30 to
Plus.
watch it there.
yeah, I think it was $34 is
But
what I
it's
bought it. for.
$20 a person to see it in IMAX. So where if the three of us went and saw it in IMAX, we were making that was $60.
Right.
Like however you want to disperse that is on them, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, however, the three of us could have put $10 each in here and watched it here on Disney Plus, and I think that's where it came in because you probably had groups of 20,
Like
20
a home, yeah,
yeah, 20 people doing it. And I mean, instead of making $2,000 on that or $4,000 on that, you're making $30.
$30. 'Cause somebody's gonna put it up on their big flat screen.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Honestly, that's what I would have done, and it's a convenience thing. And especially with everything going on in the world right now, some people still don't feel comfortable enough to go out into
Go out
a
and
movie
about.
theater.
right.
So,
I mean, this couldn't have come at a better time, with
Yeah.
the streaming. I love it, and honestly, the people like me are going to win out. The Disney Plus is going to switch to this. It's not going to go away.
No.
They're just going to have to change the contract
Yep.
as to how they do it. And I'm wondering because right now you can go in there and watch that movie again. Basically, you get it until it's released on. I basically bought it.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's right.
No,
you should buy it, and you should only get it
24-hour
once.
rental.
Yeah, like it
Yep.
should be like you
It's a
would on
rental.
like an
Yep.
on demand. But just moving on from that, after we just spend a little bit of time talking about a lawsuit.
Well, I don't think it's such a bad thing, though. I mean,
No, I don't think so either,
I mean,
but-
it needs to be talked about because I mean, maybe somebody sees this and maybe they'll go, "Wow, that was pretty shitty of me to assume to be against her side." And because we did the same thing. Scott and I sent Scott that the message about that lawsuit that day, and I was like, "Hey, man, what the hell is she thinking? And Scott's like, oh, this isn't going to end well for her. But now it's you do a little bit more research. And it's like, oh God, go Scarlet.
Yeah, no
I
doubt.
I say go Scarlet. I don't think it's going to end well. Still,
Oh no,
not for her. I don't think so.
Well, I mean, right now you start upsetting the fans by not allowing the superheroes right now to stay on. Because think about it, all of the new movies are going to be coming out the same way. So these new actors and actresses are going to have to all come up, group together, and go do this together rather than
change.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So something else. I mean, it could be a good thing. Scarlett's just the first person to step up and be the person that it might get run over.
She
for
might
it,
be
but
she might be the sacrificial lamb for everything
her
else to go
character's
well.
already killed off, so it's a good time to do it.
But Scarlett Johansson and Emma Stone together, you're talking about two of Hollywood's top female actresses, like that, like 100%.
It could
Right.
change.
This could change stuff, And-
Right. And talking about other female actresses, so what did you guys think about Taskmaster being revealed? The reveal of Taskmaster, which I did not think was going to be a female. I absolutely loved it, but I had no idea it was going to be a female. I loved when she was revealed. I actually, not going to lie, before when the movie first started, I always try to jump to conclusions. I'm all over the place when I'm watching them, and
it's bad for your knees.
Your niece.
stupid joke. But I thought it was going to be her dad, the Red Guardian, because in the movie when I guessed, I was like, "Oh, Taskmaster, you hadn't seen the Red Guardian yet."
Right.
So I was like, "Oh, that's got to be him. They've taken him over. It's another Winter Soldier type dilemma. What is going on?" So what did you guys think about that? About the reveal?
I thought it was cool. I didn't mind it. It gave a really strong female role again. Which, in this case, that would make 3 for the whole entire, or not 4 for the movie.
Yeah.
But, it didn't take away anything from it either, though. Nothing bad, I should say, take away. Being a male or female, it didn't change the character to me. It was still a strong character. I thought it was unique.
I'm not talking about her being a female. I'm talking more along the lines of who she
no.
was
I'm saying-
in the movie.
I'm saying the Taskmaster in the comics is a male, but I'm saying
It's never been a female, right?
Right.
So I think that's
But being
that's
a
more
female, to me, it didn't change anything. They didn't
No.
change the character.
No.
Still.
Who was in the comic? Who is the actual?
Dear God, don't ask me that right now.
say.
Make me look like a fool.
We're early. It's
I can't.
early
I
in the
can't
morning
remember.
still, man.
Yeah, full disclosure: you see us sipping coffee. It's pretty early.
Yeah, they didn't know it was coffee.
Yeah, no. We have a couple more things.
No,
going
but being
on today.
the character that Natasha had killed, or that she had thought that she killed,
right.
earlier in
I thought it was a great plot
the
twist.
movie, but
I
also
loved
earlier in the lifespan of all of them.
Right.
You thought that this little girl ended up dying in this explosion, and then here we are years and years later, and she's the Taskmaster.
Yeah, I'm glad you bring that up because the explosion. Am I the only one that realized that he had no damage whatsoever? She was completely
she was all
scarred
messed
up and demolished basically, and he had no damage whatsoever.
big time continuation error right there.
Yeah,
In my
nothing.
opinion,
And he
at
was
least.
in the room. They're not they didn't
Right.
say that he got out in the nick of time. Nick.
Oh,
But
that's his name. Dear God, what is going on? This is horrible. I wouldn't watch this. Who the hell's watching this still?
Oh my God. But yeah, so I just thought that was weird that he had no yeah.
No, I agree with that.
Go ahead, Cal.
In terms of it being Dreykov's daughter, I really like that being a callback to the first Avengers film where Loki's locked in that cage and he is talking to Black Widow, and she's like, "I just want to remove some red from my ledger," and Loki looks at her and goes, "Can you remove that much red?" Dreykov's daughter, which is basically him calling her out for killing Dreykov's daughter,
yep.
because back then we think she's still dead,
Right.
And now you get this full sin callback to, so now she's got this personal vendetta against Black Widow, because not only did you try to kill me, now I also had this mind control chip in the back of my head. So this is, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And I'm almost wondering if I know we're going to get into this in a minute, but I almost wonder if she's going to have a bigger role in the post-credit scene of this movie that we saw. So
Yeah, I was going to ask, do you think she's a one-off?
I think she is.
You do think she is?
I do think she is.
See, I think we're going to have another spin-off of something else that's been in the comics that we'll mention later.
Would I love to see the Taskmaster more? Absolutely.
I think she's got to be in the Thunderbolts.
I hope she is, but do I think she will be? No, just because it was a Natasha, she was the bad guy for Natasha's character, and now her being dead, where do you throw her in?
Yeah, but I don't believe that the Taskmaster's just gone. I don't see that.
So, like, without spoiling too much of the post-credit scene right now, who else was involved in that bombing? Hawkeye.
He was in that bombing.
So,
Oh,
Revenge Part 2.
Revenge Part 2.
Okay.
Even though it's like Scarlett's dead, no, or Natasha's dead. I keep saying,
Yeah, but
the
she doesn't have the
actress's
chip
name,
in her anymore.
she doesn't have the chip, but the thing's still there. Like, I don't know what you would call that. Like, the chip holder,
yeah, that's
so to
true.
speak, is still
Okay, that's true.
Is still
so
implanted.
that brings us into our last thing. So the post-credit scene. So what do you believe that Val is trying to put together?
So,
Which I think I already kind of said, but so.
Val coming in and talking to Elena.
Why would she put Elena on Hawkeye like that?
Well, I mean, because Natasha and Clint, or Hawkeye, were best friends, whatever you want to call them. They knew every ins and out of each other, basically. And then you have Elena, who's just as much, the same upbringing as Natasha. So if you have anyone who's going to be able, I think, to bring down Hawkeye, because to me, I think he's one of the hardest people to bring down. Not because he's strong, but just because he has every bit of knowledge to just disappear whenever he wants. And he will not be found, I think, if he just doesn't want to be found.
They had no idea he had a family.
Yeah, they had no idea he had a family.
Iron Man had no idea he had a family.
Exactly. But
nobody knew.
But who was the one person who found him in Endgame? Natasha.
Well, she already knew.
Well, yes, but I'm saying
she didn't really go and look. She already knew.
But she knew already. Like,
Right.
she always has that
They were always
whereabouts.
best friends, right.
Exactly. So if anyone's going to be even a close comparison to be able to stop him, I think it will be Elena. And
stop him from what? See, my thing is,
Well,
I
I'm
don't believe
saying
it's. I think
stop him, but I'm saying you
okay.
have this new darker version of the Avengers coming
Right.
up, and it's basically just going to be another just the good versus evil, but both all being quote unquote superheroes.
Yeah, because it kind of seems like they're putting together the anti-heroes,
Yes,
not the supervillains,
basically.
the anti-heroes.
The anti-heroes, which would be like Elena, the Taskmaster,
They're-
Wanda.
They're basically going to be thinking
Wanda.
that they're doing
I
the
think
right
so.
thing. Oh,
You think Wanda's going to
really?
be on there?
I do. I think Wanda is going to just go on a complete rampage.
I know we're doing a WandaVision episode soon in
Yeah.
the next couple of weeks.
Absolutely.
I might need you to table that.
Okay, I'll table it.
Yeah.
I might need you to table that.
Okay.
'Cause I do want to hear
I'll
it.
table that one.
I
I'm sorry.
want you
I'll
to table that one.
Go ahead.
So,
Your
um,
thoughts then.
So does post-credit scene, Nick, to kind of capitalize on what you said there, the Dark Avengers, the Thunderbolts. It kind of seems like she wants to have an offset for everything, or everybody that we have left, because you've got John Walker, right? You've got U.S. Agent, which I know we're doing a Falcon Winter Soldier episode here in the next
that one will
couple
be
weeks
coming
as
up
well.
soon, yep.
Yeah. You've got him, so that's going to be your counteract to Captain America, Sam Wilson. Now you've got Abomination showing up in the new Shang-Chi trailer. I hope Shang-Chi's a good movie. I'm really interested in seeing it.
Yep.
Abomination is your offset for the Incredible Hulk, right? The
Yep.
Hulk's still alive. That he's your only one of your two original Avengers still in the story. And then you've got Yelena going after Clint Barton. You've got your offsets. You've got your character offsets. So you're
Okay.
So now Zemo, you've got Zemo to go against Bucky. You've got all these guys, and it's going to continue to build on that. I love Julianne Dreyfus. I think that's her name, Julia Dreyfus. I'm just totally butchering her name, but she's an incredible actor. I love her so much. And
Talking about Val?
Val.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love the way she's playing this character. I'm really excited for the future.
I like how she's changed because she was on Seinfeld for so long, and now she's like completely redone herself as an actress and is like in this serious role of someone who's about to what seems to be lead the next big bads, or whatever,
So
kind
I think
of
you're
the
gonna-
next Suicide Squad type of thing. I mean, is what it kind of feels like.
Well, you're going to have the bad guys in this group, right? You're going to have Ross. You're going to have Abomination. You're going to have Zemo. And these are the ones that know they're doing bad. But then you're going to have the ones who think that they're doing good with Yelena, with, your eventual possible ghost coming into this from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Oh, so much.
Yeah.
So much.
They got to put a movie together.
Oh, you know,
Oh,
they will.
Because-
we're heading that way.
Yeah,
But it's-
if those people are all going to get together and do the Thunderbolts, they have to go against the Suicide Squad. Like, not against them in the movie. I'm talking about, like, since DC has the Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
this is their perfect opportunity, and we all know that DC has completely crapped all over their heroes and anti-heroes.
I'm
and
actually
everything
pretty
else.
excited for the new Suicide Squad movie.
Oh, I'm
hope
gonna
that
go
that's-
watch
I
it.
think that's going to be really
Yeah.
good. James Gunn's a hell of a director.
That is true.
I mean,
That is true.
he's kind of almost single-handedly responsible for the success of Guardians of the Galaxy. So
a good point.
I think Suicide Squad's going to be really good.
I think it's going to be better than the first one.
Oh, it has to be. It's got John Cena in it. What the hell? It's going to be
Yeah,
better.
because he's known for making great movies.
Yeah. Get us out of here, Nick.
Yeah. Well, hey, everybody, this has been the NCU Nerd Culture Undisputed. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Please hit that bell and tune back in with us. So please be with us next time and nerd out.
Stop recording.